welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are introducing our new set, Manatee-rific, and its coordinating dies, and we are also introducing a new die set called Stitched Wave Borders. First, we'll take a look at Manatee-rific, and Manatee-rific has two cute little manatees that I love just so much, and then some fun accessories for them. So we have a single bubble, and then a little triple bubble, and we also have some seaweed, a shell, another type of shell, a little flower, and some really awesome kind of mix and match sentiments. So we have Let's Celebrate. Then we have a Manatee-rific Day. We have Your Manatee-rific. And then Cheers to Manatee-rific Years Together, which really cracks me up. We also have Let's Celebrate Your Day. Next, I'm going to be using some Copic markers to add some color to these cute little manatees, and I love using warm grays for them. I laid down my lightest color first to kind of wet the paper, then I'm going from my darkest to my medium, and then to my light. And I just love manatees so much. They're so cute, they're so sweet. And you know growing up how you would have to pick your favorite animal to write a report on in elementary school? Well, mine was always the manatee. Growing up in Florida, we used to see them swimming in the canals, and I just love them so much. I just think they're so sweet, and I'm so excited that we have a stamp for them now too. So I'll add some color to the little flower and the shell and the seaweed. And then here are the coordinating dies, which you can bend apart at the tabs, or you can use your wire snips to separate them. Then you can take your dies and line them up with your stamped images, hold them in place with some low tack tape, and then we'll just run it through our die cut machine, and then we'll have some perfectly die cut cute little manatees to put on a card. And then here you can see all of the images in the set. I love putting that little flower kind of in the manatee's quote unquote hair there, and the manatees can also hold the little shells, which is super cute too. Now here's a look at the new stitched wave borders, and I love these borders. There's 3 different styles, and they're really gorgeous. The stitch detail is so pretty, and I love how you can kind of take them and layer them in different combinations. It all just depends on what you're looking for your project. So now I'm going to be recreating a gorgeous card by Yainea, so thank you so much, Yainea. And I've taken all of my wave borders and laid them across a piece of cardstock that's been cut to 5.5 by 4.25. I also took a stitched hillside border and laid that at the bottom as well. I ran it through my die cut machine, and now I have a bunch of waves and hills for my whole entire card front that have kind of been puzzle pieced together. I'm also going to die cut one more stitched hillside border that's going to kind of layer on top just like that. So now that I have these sort of puzzle piece waves, we're going to go ahead and start adding color to them. So I'm kind of putting them back into their little puzzle piece just like that. And then I'm going to start with my top piece and use some Twisted Citron Distress ink to add some color to that piece. And I'm just blending it on, just starting off of the paper and then going on. On the second piece of my wave puzzle here, we're going to be using some cracked pistachio ink, and I love this color. Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous, and I love the kind of greens and blues for the ocean. Then here we have some tumbled glass, and that's going in our third wave puzzle piece here. And once again, I'm just starting off of the paper and going on, building up the color. And then here we'll have our mermaid lagoon that we're adding to our waves. Now for the sand, I'm going to be using antique linen, and I'm building up the color just in the same way, and I'll do it on both of my die cut hill pieces. Now that I've added some color with my distress ink, I'm going to take my water bottle here and just take off the top, and then I'm just going to splatter some water on just by tapping the little end of my sprayer. And so that's going to create little droplets on there. Then I'm going to take all of my ocean pieces and kind of puzzle piece, put them back together, and then do the same thing. I'm going to tap the end of the little water bottle sprayer and just kind of get some different size droplets all around the paper, and that water is going to react with the distress ink and kind of give the appearance of bubbles almost. And I'm just using a dry cloth to pick up any excess water that might be on the paper. Now I'm taking these Twisted Citron, Mermaid Lagoon, and Cracked Pistachio inks, and I'm smearing them onto my acrylic block. Then I'm going to add a little bit of water and take my paintbrush and kind of mix the water with the paint. And then we're going to do some more splatters this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our paintbrush and kind of flick it off of the edge of the acrylic block to get the splatters. And this is going to kind of create some continuity between the 4 different colors that we have going here. So there'll be little green splatters even on the darkest blue piece, and darker blue splatters on the top green piece. And I think it's just a really, really cool look. I really love how Yainea did this, and I've been having having a lot of fun this time. I feel like the past few videos I've been doing a bunch of these splatters because they're just so much fun to do. I really, really love doing it. I was really liking how the cracked pistachio little splatters were looking, so I decided to add even more of those. So I smeared the ink on the block again, added a little water. I'm going to mix it together with my paintbrush, and then once again just flick that paintbrush off the edge of the acrylic block and add a few more of those pistachio splatters on there. Now I'll repeat the same idea with our sandy hills for the bottom of our ocean. So we're just going to add some water to that antique linen distress ink, and then we're just going to flick right off the edge and get these cute little like sandy splatters all over the place. Next up, I'm going to be creating a standard size card base at 5.5 by 4.25, and then we're going to take all of those ocean pieces and kind of permanently attach them in their little puzzle that we created. So I'm adding some adhesive to the back and starting from the top and then working my way down with all of my ocean pieces. And I just think it's so pretty seeing the ocean go from kind of like the limey green down to the blue. It's just so gorgeous. Then we'll add our little sandy piece at the bottom and add one more sandy piece using some foam tape there just to give it a little bit of dimension at the bottom. Now next up, we're going to be doing some white heat embossing on some black cardstock. So I'm going to stamp the Your and the Manatee-rific in some Versamark ink, which is some nice sticky ink, and then I can go ahead and sprinkle my white heat embossing powder on there, and that's going to be picked up by that sticky ink, and we're going to have these really awesome bold white sentiments. So there I'm going ahead and just heating it up with my heat gun to give it that beautiful shiny raised appearance, and then I'm just going to trim these words out of my cardstock, just creating kind of like a little black border around the words because we're going to lay those on the card and it's going to be a really nice bold sentiment with all of that awesome color going on. So now I'm going to layer my shells and my seaweed there in my hills. I'm just kind of layering it behind just to give it kind of a cute look, and I'll add my last shell there, and then I'm going to give the manatee her little flower, and then I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of my sentiment and my manatees, and we'll lay that on the card. So just like that, and then we'll add our cute little manatees that, oh my goodness, they always make me smile. They're just so adorable. And then that is my finished card. I love the awesome waves and the cute manatees. I just had so much fun making this card. And now we have some gorgeous examples from the design team. So first up, we have a beautiful card by Letitia, and I love the unique coloring that she did on her manatee. This card by Elena is so gorgeous. I love how she used that striped paper for the waves. Jen used the new Shadow Box Card Ocean add-on to create a cute little aquarium for her manatees. And then this card by Elise is just gorgeous. I love those waves at the top with all of that inking. I love Kay's card and the beautiful green color she created for the ocean. It's just stunning. And then this card by Lizzie is just so sweet. I love how she added that beautiful little scalloped border all the way around. This card by Lynette is awesome. I love her big water splashes. They're just so gorgeous. And then this card by Nicole is so pretty. I love the watercoloring she did and how she left white around the edges. This card by Audrey is also so pretty. I love the white on top and how she layered the shells around the banner with her sentiment. And then here's the card by Inea that inspired me to make mine today. And I absolutely love Shari's shaker card. It's so much fun. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do with Manatee-rific and the stitched wave borders, so make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!